What is going on, everybody? Back on it. One Piece episode 405. So we got a lot. Like I've been saying for like the last 5 episodes, there's a lot going on. I'd say the biggest thing right now is Kizaru versus Rayleigh. Now I'm going to assume that they're not just going to have a fight to the death right here. I don't think we're just going to take an admiral out with the rest of us kind of like off screen, kind of doing our own thing. Because there seems like a ton of background with his ability, and just with so little marine stuff that we have, and now we're finally getting a little bit of it with like the celestial dragons, and they introduced us to the second admiral. I don't think he dies here, and I think Rayleigh has so much to give information wise that I don't think he goes down here. So I'm like, are they going for kill? I don't know if they're going for kill shots here. And it was such an interesting comment that Kizaru made, which I don't know if I'm interpreting it that way, when he was like, I didn't prepare for you, or I can't take you out without preparation. Whatever that was supposed to mean was a very interesting comment. And it was so wild because it was kind of like with the Enru stuff, which I think as a viewer, it was easy to understand when Luffy was able to actually hit him or not be damaged by the lightning because he's rubber. But here though, like every single Straw Hat is talking about like, I can't touch him, our abilities are going through him, etc, yada yada yada. Rayleigh shows up, instantly can touch him, and then instantly damages him, which is pretty insane. Now again, is that hockey related? I'm going to assume so. And I'm also going to assume that probably, I feel like the majority of characters that we're going to run into, I feel like the stronger ones are going to have a combination of both Devil's Fruit and hockey ability. So that's a whole nother storyline. On top of that, we have the real Kuma showed up. The real one, not PX Pacifista number 89. Like the real one, like mittens on his hands and all. Because I asked the question, like, does he have to be around for those things to work, or like he can, like they can work independently of him? It's not like he is modified himself, so I don't know if he kind of like sends Bluetooth out to them to get them to work, or they're just, I'm going to assume they're separate, but it would be interesting if he had to be kind of like within a radius for them to work. So he shows up, and then what he did to Zoro, I have no idea, because I thought when we initially got introduced to him that he did have a teleportation ability, like he could touch you and send you wherever. But then I mean, it seems like he just has the ability to repel. Now you talk about like pulling out other people's damages and those type of things, that's a whole nother thing. But where does he send these people? And like when he asks them where they want to go, if he just repels, like is he just pushing them super far away? Surely he's not like battleship locking them on specific coordinates that they ask about. So where these people go when he asks them, where's your favorite place, and then they essentially vanish off screen, where they actually go, I just assume he's like pushing them, you know, a mile or so down, like, but they're just like disappearing. So that's a whole nother thing. And on top of that, like we're toast, like the group's cooked. So it's bad. It's pretty bad. The only way, and that, like, I don't know who's showing up to help, you know? Nobody's strong enough to handle all of this. Could Rayleigh kill Kizaru? Maybe, probably. He's probably not in his prime, but he's probably still up there. But like, even if he's able to do that, and I'm sure he won't be able to do it without taking some damage himself, you've got the real Kuma here, all these other Marines, these battleships, and unless Kuma somehow like lets us just walk away, I don't see how we get out of here without being captured or imprisoned, because we're not going to get killed, clearly. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Also, we're trying these new lights in the back. Let me know what you think. I feel like I kind of need to get some more up here in this general direction, but like just trying to enhance the viewing experience. We got a bunch of different color options. We'll play around with it and see how it goes. Yeah, let's go. Like, where did he go? Oh, he's fine. And Usopp, if he's not fine, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? You're talking like you want to do something, huh? So it's gone. Yeah, Luffy, you want to get serious? Your crew's over here getting destroyed, and you're running around while they're getting fucking TKO'd. Now you want to lock in and rage? Oh god, and I forgot he took his gumballs. He took his Ed, and Eddie gumballs and ate them all in one go. But he's too slow to actually hit anything. This is a mess. I don't think Kuma did anything malicious, so... I'd love to see this sumo dude with the black cleaver that he's walking around with just kind of like one tap Chopper real quick. Because I feel like it's very powerful, but it's so slow. He's just rage, but rage is going in any direction, I feel like. Yeah. Okay, so he doesn't know why Kuma's here. And these two over here having the ultimate battle. True, he was ex-pirate. What's he doing here? Erased? Yeah, when he sent old Perona girl. But what are we do? Like, what are we saying? Erase? Like, what does that mean? Just off world, gone. Where do they go? That's the biggest question of Kuma right now. What is that, and where do they go? Okay, well maybe he'll give us the answer since he's the world's most tight-lipped man. "3 days and 3 nights! So he's just gone for 72 hours. What? Thought you were the most tight-lipped man, by the way. So is that true? Like, he could just send them soaring through the sky for 3 days? What if they're bleeding out or something? Like, they just die mid-transport? So does he actually send you to where you want to go? Oh, God, who knows? Because he asks these questions and then just launches them. Y'all have been getting dotted by androids, by the way. Hasn't spoken, and we know he can't speak, so what's going on? Is he helping us? What if he just blinks all of us? Usopp, stop. Is he gonna shoot it? That thing's charging up for a long time. It's the longest charge up. Hello? Oh my god. So what is he doing? Are we just renouncing? Are we renouncing military? Is he here to help? I mean, the Marines, what are we doing, buddy? Because like it's not like Thriller Bark where like he just did this and we couldn't get an accurate report of what happened. Like, there's other high-ranking Marines, people that work for the government that are here seeing you do this. So what are the consequences of Kuma's actions going to be? Bro, we can't move. Okay. What are you gonna do? Like, okay, Zoro, yeah, what about it? Like, what can we do? I think he's just gonna blink all of us out. What are the chances of that? That the one guy that has the ability that could literally save every single one of our lives, shows up and decides to help us. Gone. The thing is, like, he's not malicious, but could you imagine if he was showing up just like instantly like Particleizing people. Okay, Sanji, you're about to get it next. Try it if you want. Everybody keeps telling everybody to run, and like nobody's actually taking action to run. See ya. That was the saddest attempt. Didn't even blink him out of the way, just gave him like a stiff paw. Yeah, I don't understand. Clearly he's helping us. The question is like, why and what are the consequences of his actions right now? Is he just like freeballing right now? Just rogue? Is he doing a favor for Garp or somebody? Or like what? Because he already... See ya. He already didn't do his duties at Thriller Bark. And he went back to report to Son Goku, and Goku was like, how did you let that happen? He's like, just like avoided it. And now he's out here doing some shit again. Why is he... I don't know. Like, if he's willing to take that kind of heat. Why are you doing this, man? Okay, here we go, Sanji. Captain told everybody to run. Nobody ran, by the way. Captain told everyone to run. Frankie was the only one that had his mind right. Where the hell did where did the raging... Oh, they didn't run either. Where did Raging Chopper go? These two over here having a lightsaber battle, by the way. I'm assuming in his prime, Rayleigh dots this man up. I would assume. He's gonna blink us away too. He just told us what's going on. Then he's gonna blink us away. And Rayleigh's gonna be the only one with that information. Yeah, Kuma, what are we doing, Papa? Kizaru, correct. What are you doing? Luffy, what do you want? It's gonna be embarrassing. Don't do it. Yeah, we're supposed to have ran. Y'all could have ran, man. Ate that. He seemed... Honestly, Kuma seems more intimidating than Kizaru, to be honest. I want to see Kuma just eat this second gear like it's nothing. Oh my god. Don't send it in reverse at him. Oh my god, he did. Tell me he's gonna, like... Woof. See ya. Goodbye. God. Nami. What happened to the raging reindeer, by the way? Could you imagine if he was killing the crew one by one right here? Oh my god. I don't... It might be the best anime episode ever. Like, I know One Piece doesn't go that tone. But could you imagine a villain or something like this just showing up and just blink, like killing the crew one by one in front of Luffy's face? Holy hell. How impactful and wild that would be. But there's just no way. That would never happen. Never happen. But that's what it feels like right now because you don't know what's happening to them. Remember the last time she asked for help? It's no use. It's no use. Even if Luffy wasn't exhausted, this wouldn't be a competition. Oh god, where did he come from? Chopper, where have you been this whole time? There's no way we'd miss you making all that noise. Hey. Are these the only 3 left? Yeah, it's just these 3. Chopper. I mean, he's not even in his right mind. He has no idea what's going on. See ya. Well, last 2 left. That would be so cold if he was killing the crew one by one right here. Holy shit. But so we know that's not happening. Every single crew Straw Hat is perfectly fine right now, by the way. They're going to be fine. Everyone's alive. No one's going to have any damage to them. Kuma's not harming them. So the question is, what is happening? Why is he choosing to essentially help us? He's helping. Like, he is helping. This is the only way we get out of here. Because we were already running for our lives before he showed up. We had no way to escape. Right in front of his face. Goodbye. Oh my god. I feel like he's just like Thanos snapping everybody out of existence right in front of Luffy's face. Holy shit. Wow. And to Luffy, everybody in the crew just essentially just died. Or even not that, you just have no idea of their well-being. And that's it. The crew's gone. It's just him. He lost, man. There's nothing you could do. They're just too weak. Everybody was too weak. But, I mean, could you imagine if he was here to do damage? Thankfully, Kuma just saved everybody's lives, essentially. But holy shit. Does he send us away too? Or are you going to tell us anything? Or is Rayleigh the only one that gets any information just off-screen whispered? Oh, not the Banks Crew soundtrack. That would hit if I knew that the crew was in danger. But to Luffy, they are. But it's kind of hard as a viewer to put yourself in Luffy's shoes because we know that they're okay. But like, what is Kuma doing? Where are they going? And I think they really drove home the point of like knowing that the crew's okay, because even if you like, because me, I'll bet my life savings that not a single one of these crew members ever dies. Wherever you guys are at in the story, where you got like 1100, 1080, 1050, something like that. I put my life savings that every single one of them that's in this picture is currently alive. So I've already made my mind up on that. But it's also when he decided to attack the other essentially android. And then he goes and whispers to Rayleigh and then essentially badmouths back talks to Kizaru. Yeah, he's here to help, but the question is, I don't know what his motives are. Are these his own motives? Did Garp ask for this? Did somebody else that we don't know ask for this? I don't know. That's the question of the episode. What's so wild is like, and I don't know if they were going for that. This moment right here. When she says, Luffy, help me. And he says, of course I will. she does it again here. But this time, he can't, like, he can't save her. He can't save her. Look how the animation is crazy, the difference. Ah. Could you imagine if every single one of them got killed right here? Holy story. That would be insane. And then you play the Bink soundtrack in the back. Oh my god. Like, it's not like, oh, we lost one, like Zoro got killed. Like, you know, he got killed. But imagine they all get killed within succession of, oh my god. Oh my god, that would be insane. Well, what does he do here, you think? Do we think do we rage out? Do we just like accept it, or accept that like he doesn't have the power to event, or like what does he do here? Kizaru, you gotta tell us something, man. This kid's gonna fall into depression if you don't. I mean, Kizaru, Kuma, you gotta give us some information here, buddy. Imagine he actually killed all of them. Holy shit. It'd be anime episode of all time. That's what I'm saying. What are we doing here? Exactly. You have some really, really big explaining to do. What, Kuma, we're all wondering, buddy. Eh? Never? Oh, that's... We got 800 something episodes. I'm pretty sure we'll meet again, but... And just gives us no information. I guess that answers my question of how we get out of this. Now what? Oh shit, what are they about to say? Disbanded? I mean, yeah, we lost. 100%. And we just leave Rayleigh there to fend for himself, by the way. Old man came back to help us, and we just, like... Maybe he'll send us off, too. What? Oh, gosh. I'm trying to think what the best shot was here. I mean, the 4 of them in a shot's pretty great, but that doesn't make great. I think the one before the flashback of everybody was pretty great, when Luffy's sitting there, and Kuma's, like, standing over... Oh, you don't get a full shot of Kuma, do you? Did we get a good shot? No, we don't. And this is the first time that Kuma's seeing anything of Luffy, by the way. Because last time we showed up, Luffy was TKO'd and Kuma was just talking to Zoro. I don't know what the best shot was. Maybe there was a good shot of him going for Robin. That might be a good shot. That's a pretty good shot. Ooh, right there? Is that the shot? I don't know. There's so much here and there's so many questions. I'm sorry that it's taking me so long to scroll through this. We'll go with that for now. I'm sure that won't be the thumbnail, but okay, so, and not to be insensitive to Luffy's feeling, it's just like, it's with any story, you know, like, that's the first time we've seen him that emotional, 100%. Well, we've seen him rage, like when he was fighting Lucci. You know, he's standing back up and essentially just, you know, letting out all that emotion when Lucci thought he finally put him down and he just like stands up unconscious. That was a pretty emotional moment there for him, but it's a different type of emotion. But this one's just straight like loss / you lost, you know. And then because from us as a viewer, like I said, there's so many things that they put in this episode that like we know the crew's okay, and I know the crew's never gonna die or be killed. So like the weight of it all like comes down a little bit. I'm more curious of like what the hell's going on, not from a standpoint of like, oh my god, is everybody dead? We know they're okay, like let's just get that out of the way. I don't know, I'm curious like how people take that, like when you watch this for the first time or other reactors. I can't go search these things because I've got 800 episodes, and if I start searching One Piece things, I'll get spoiled. Is this an emotional moment for you when you watch this for the first time, or when other reactors watch this? I'm curious because there's so many other emotions I have feeling other than what like Luffy was feeling. But again, from Luffy's point of view, I don't know if he thinks everybody died, but he is like, he just lost his crew. Whether he thinks they just got like plucked, like literally killed one by one, or they're just gone with no explanation of where they could be. But yeah, I never felt like from an emotional standpoint of like, oh man. I would say though that was the most emotional we've ever seen Luffy, when he's essentially just on the ground, like pouting, crying his eyes out, bashing his head into the ground because he lost. Like that was supposed to be his crew, you know. He always gets it done, and I've been saying this for a while. Like I've wanted to see us lose because we always win, and that's with every anime. Like if everybody just wins and wins, how you can take a threat seriously when we always win? But this was a shit show from the beginning because of the android Kumas running around. And then Rayleigh showing up and kind of just getting in Kizaru's way helps, but it doesn't like get us off the island. And then I guess I see how we get off the island. I just have no idea what's going on. The biggest question is, because forget that we knew Rayleigh and Kazuma were gonna have like a real fight to the death. You know, it was interesting to see. You know, but it's Kuma, and like what are we doing? Because Kizaru's asking the same questions. So you're just gonna blink that, you essentially you're just gonna let them go, and like you're gonna answer for that, right? Like somebody's gonna have the answer for this type of question, like what you're doing. Because like I said, it's not like on Thriller Bark when he was the only person of any type of status. Like he was not like on any time, like he was the only one there. So he could go back and report anything he wants. People might not believe what he's reporting, but nobody can counter what he's reporting because he was the only one there. So it's like, okay, whatever. You're a warlord, we'll take your word for it, quote unquote. But he's doing this in front of other, I don't want to say government officials, other Marines, in front of an admiral that he probably has. Well, I don't know if they answer to admirals or who they answer to. You know, Kizaru made the comment like once a pirate, always a pirate type thing. So I don't know who the warlords like directly answer to. Like if Okaji or Kizaru like gave one of them a command. I guess it also depends on the personality of the warlord. Some might like be okay with it. Some will just ignore them or bark back. You know, that's a whole nother question. So question of the episode is what is Kuma doing? Okay, I mean, we know what he's doing, but like, why are you doing what you're doing? He essentially showed up and saved their lives. They probably did the biggest, I guess, crime you can do in the world. And that is harming a celestial dragon. It seems to be about it. Like that is the biggest crime one can commit. Even if you killed a common citizen or something, the way that it's being portrayed here, like any disrespect or harm, assault, or let alone kill one towards a celestial dragon essentially just means like instant death. Like you will be sentenced to death, essentially. You and probably the crew. And Kuma shows up and essentially gives us a get out of jail free card. Why did he do that? Is he acting on his own? Is he working in Garp's interest? Did somebody else in the Marines give him the clearance to do so? And then if somebody did give him the clearance to do so, like, why are you doing this? Or is it somebody completely off screen that we've never seen yet or have had little interactions with that, like, hey, go help them out. But then, like, how does this play out with the Celestial Dragons as well? I don't know. This seems like Kizaru was saying, this is big here, by the way. And he seems to be conscious of like what he's doing. And it almost it'd be different. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like we don't have a relationship with him. We ran into him once and he did let us off the hook. So you see there's definitely something in there. So I don't know why he's choosing to do this, because now the heat, because somebody needed to answer for the Celestial Dragon being assaulted. And we had suspects there, multiples of them. And he let them all go. So now somebody still needs the answer for that. So what the hell's about to be his fate? And he's making the comments, you know, we'll never see each other again. Bro, you literally just saw us twice in like a month. So how can you be so sure of that? And I don't know what the play is there. Like, is he trying to separate the Straw Hat crew so they'll just essentially just like never be a crew again? And maybe if you scatter them around the world, the chances of them knowing where each other are, linking back up, becoming a crew again and causing trouble, you know, this is a way to kind of get them all like just start different paths, go different lives, do what you got to do, just kind of leave this life behind you. I'm giving you like this chance. But I don't think that's his call. I don't think Kuma's like, you know what, I want them to get out of there, and he just shows up. I don't know who gave him this order. I really don't know who gave him this order or whose authority he's doing this on. And then I guess the only other question is, what was it that he what did he whisper to Rayleigh is the next big question. Yeah, that's a lot. So little Sumo Black Cleaver Boy says that he essentially repels you. He could repel you for essentially 72 hours. He could just repel you. Like, are you eating in those 3 days? What if I'm bleeding out? Like, am I just floating through the air, just bleeding out? Can I run into things? Like, can I run into an airplane or some shit? Like, what are the specifics on that? Am I going through like my own, like his own dimension, or am I physically, like, actually tangibly in the air, just traveling? That's a whole different thing. Like the whole Kuma, like, why are you doing this? Who's giving you this? What are the repercussions after this? What is specifically happening with his ability when he sends these people flying for 3 days? And then what is it that he said to Rayleigh? And like, so like, do we all just like turn and look at Rayleigh now and capture him, or they just decide to like leave him alone? I don't know. I literally did not. I thought we were all going to get captured 100%. I thought we were going to get captured and then like taken to where Ace is being held. That's where I kind of thought we were going plot wise there. And then we would all see his execution, and then that sparks the war, or whatever war. I still don't even know how Whitebeard, a single captain in a crew, can even have a fair fight in a war against all the Marines, all the admirals, the warlords if they choose to obey. I don't know. That's a whole nother story. But so none of us get captured. Now what? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, but we'll go ahead and leave it there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,